Greetings and welcome to City Skylines Deepford, episode 78. In the previous episode, we fixed a few traffic problems, mostly with really annoyingly this bridge here. That is still annoying me to no end. Why are you coming off of the motorway, onto the bridge, through the far side and back onto the motorway, and when there's a perfectly good motorway right in the middle there? And the only thing I can think of is if it's you don't want to be in that lane. I mean, yeah, maybe, but some of you are going to that lane anyway, look. That lane's lost its tracking for some reason. But I don't know why you're doing it. And they're doing it over here as well, which sort of is obvious because they've got a bypass road in place. But they're coming down here, going up there, going around the loop, coming back out again, going down this road, and then heading down that motorway down here. I don't know why you're doing it. If you know why, please let me know. I would be more than happy to, you know, kill all the people in the wrong places because they annoy me. But let me know if you know why. I don't want to get rid of this road as soon as possible. It is irritating. Okay, how is Chattanooga's Beach doing since we replaced the building types? Because these are supposed to now be moving on to a self-sufficient buildings system. I don't think many of them have done so. Some have. Look at that brand new house. That's a nice new house. Look at that. We are losing a lot of people per day. That is true. Most of those are actually from the Chattanooga area being forced out of their houses due to demolishing the area. But that's what happens when you change a district area. So regardless of that, we should start looking to build our brand new area. Now, how's our dead body thing doing? Because we were a bit... 785. It's going down. It was at like 2,100 or something like that when we first started. And the water pumps here are doing a good job of keeping that water flowing, so that's good. But today we start the upper area build process. Now, I want to make sure we have roads up here, so there's going to be a road coming off of this. And then we're going to have... Thank you. Then we're going to have access for this area via cable cars and blimps, starting with blimps. So, let's get building and we get things running. So, first thing I'm going to do is get some roads up there. Let's start with some decent 4-lane roads. Yeah, 4-lane roads should be sufficient, right? A couple of 4-lane roads running that way, and that way. Or running across. I feel actually having run across would be more density, which might freak them out a little bit, but it would also be potentially good, and then we're both coming off between them. It's not that big an area, so I don't think we need to go 6-lane. And trees are always fun. Yeah, we run that across there, run that across there. We can have 2 or 3 of the 3-lane roads going across there, which should be alright. So let's do this properly. Let's get this started. Let's start you there. Are we at ground level? We are not at ground level. It wouldn't be that bad an idea to have the these as elevated areas, then, wouldn't it? And if we're going to do that, we might as well go 6-lane. With... Can't do grass, we can do bicycle lanes, but it's elevated so they probably won't even notice it. I kind of like the idea of this. Okay, run you across to the end here. Get as straight as we can, because you're going to be connecting up to the outside world, most likely. You'll be the one doing that. That will do you. And then we can do another few of those as we get to the areas. That should actually work quite well. And you kept your bicycle lanes. Excellent. I wasn't sure you'd have them. Okay, so we have then, if we do that then, we drop down to, I feel like having grass on the edges is nice for this area. Sort of more trees. And you should be at the ground level. There we go. And have you do your little city sprawly stuff. And then we have these big roads elevated to feed them. That would be quite a nice way of doing it. I haven't done elevated roads for quite a while in the infrastructure side of things. So we need to have enough road distance, and I believe that is sufficient. Let's run it all the way down. I believe that is sufficient to get a slip road off of that without any major issues. Let's just double check that. Slip roads. Wrong button. And if I want a slip road coming from there down, let's see. It's doable, but weirdly. You think you have more problems with yourself than you do with the actual thing. down, down, down. Oh, you're 3 levels high, that's why. Ah! Let me do the other road as well. Stop it. But you shouldn't be 3 levels high. Just 2 levels high would be sufficient to get roads underneath you. Let's put that other road back in place, because I don't want to have a gap in it and not realise. I put down the one-way road. Damn it. Because the 2-way road's there. Fine, upgrade. Upgrade, 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 grade, 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 grade. Upgrade! And then straight road tool. There and there, just reconnect you. And then give me the 6-lane road with bus stuff. Which will go over here. And we're going to there. And we're going to go 1, 2 areas up. So you, like that. The reason for that is I want to be able to go underneath, basically. All the way down this main road. Boop. And then we should be able to, and I probably should test this before we did the long section of road. But you should be able to go from there to there, right? Yeah. Relatively easily. And if I want to do small, I can curve them off. That's good. Oh, I wonder they were little circles. Right, so that's one. And that one will head out there. And then I could make these one way and then the other go the other way. That wouldn't be the worst idea, but it would mean we could come all the way down and back up again. And that isn't actually the best either. So I feel having the 2 ways is a good idea. We have to put road restrictions in place, that's all. Let's get some of these side roads in place. I want to make sure we have these positioned as close as possible to a decent sized grid. So if we do that, this area's going to be a bit more luxury. So let's have a gap of 1, 2, 3 in the middle for like trees and stuff to go down. 3 in the middle? Ooh, what if we had a dedicated bus lane running down the very middle, or a dedicated tram lane? Or if we thought ahead sufficiently and built a monorail. There are dedicated monorail lines now. We could have monorails up here. Monorail. What's that one? Cable cars, not for here. So you're just, if we have the monorail, it has to go on or between. You can go on. So yeah, if we have that running down the middle, yes. Thank you all to say. Perfect time when I'm trying to explain something. Down the middle. I don't want it to stand to there. Like that. No, stop it. Stop it. Running down the middle like that. It would be able to run on a 3 thing with a gap between them. How about a station? Monorail stations? Well, if I place you down as a starting cable. Come on. Come on. There you go. If you're running down there like that, so you're my monorail. And then we can't put you down because I need a monorail depot. Station. Station with road. Monorail bus hub, no. Monorail train hub, no. So you just need a station, basically. Unfortunately, you're being awkward. I was kind of hoping I could put you on a path with a side connection. Why am I limited to here? You'll connect to that, not the other way around. Boom. You are off center by 1. And you won't go where I want you to go. Oh, you annoy me so much. And this one's a side mounted one. So you can't do that. And you don't show where the monorail will be, but you're also off center by 1. Oh, that's actually frustrating more than anything else. So I would have loved that if I could have it there. It would have been perfect. We can't put bus stops, but if I put that down, and you're a depot, right? You're basically where the trains will come out, and I can put stops. No, I can't. I have to put this bit at those depots. That's annoying. Alright, how wide are they? Are they 4 wide or 3 wide? They are... You have a road passing underneath them. I don't really want a road underneath you. Although they can go in there and turn around and come back. That's fine. I'm fine with that. That's what you do. But how wide are you in brick levels? You are 4 wide. So if we leave a 4 wide gap between... the buildings. Yeah, you can go where? I don't actually need you right now. If we were to leave a 4 wide gap then between the sections instead of a 3 wide gap, would that solve the problem? So we go to there. Then we have a... Is that a 4 wide? It's hard to tell because you can't see the grid markers. Well, that's 3, 4. Yeah, 4 wide. And then we run you out to another 4 wide there. Another 4. No, we need to be 5 wide, so you need to run about that. God, this is really hard to get position on what you need to do. Stop it. 4 wide, perfect. Right, now I need to just measure that out later on, but that would then allow me to place down that monorail there. Hang on, that monorail connected to the road here. Over by one more, it needs to be. Why not? Why can't I put you there? Space already occupied. Yeah, by the road. Oh, I swear you're going to try and make me do something stupid. If I did that, and then put the monorail in, and that, would that, you get me away with that? I can literally put it anywhere I want in free mode. Put you back in there. Go away. You go over that way. Place me down a monorail building. Please let me go to the right place. I don't want to have to kill everybody in the entire game. So that's +1, 2, 3, 4 build. If that's right, there should be a 4 gap to your side. There is. The 4 gap to that side. There is. Build the road down there. And we can pretend that didn't happen. Oh, it's a way monorail. But we get to have monorail stations. So that would be good, right? I'm going to do this on the intercrossing roads. Alright, so let's run you down here. And we can have a lot of monorail stations potentially then. Doop. I don't know if I want to put monorail every time. Also, you're a little bit short. Monorail's going up here, then maybe skip one. And monorail's going down that side. That wouldn't do too bad. Yeah, that wouldn't do too bad at all. Monorails should be pretty fun. Maybe we should look at putting other things in at the same time. Maybe alternating the monorails with trams. So I have monorails there, trams there, monorails there, so they alternate. No, I think this area you just get monorails only. Monorails should be fun for all the stuff. Okay, monorails it is. 2 of those to there. Then we send you out by that level. Then we run a straight line up there. All the way to the top. Boop. And then we want to leave a double gap for the monorail, next monorail to go out. So we'll just do that for now. Pop the monorail in there because it's just much easier to do that. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Put the road back in place. Position you out to there. You're not coming out. Oh, wait. No one saw anything. There goes there. Boom. And there we go. Time is running, by the way, in case you're wondering. Things should be clearing up nicely. Bring you up another notch to there, and then bring you this way, and that should bring up your guys. For the first set of roads, we'll have ours on it, and have monorails running up it. Now, the monorails will, because where the monorails run, I will be running these down to halfway back into the end, and have monorails to have a loop around, basically. And then I might even move these stations further up to the starting point, but they're just there for spacings right now. They're expensive spacing point, but they're a spacing point. I think I might actually want to get rid of you and have you go out at an angle. What's the best angle? 45 degrees? No, 45 degrees does put a curve on the road in this game instead of a nice diagonal. So we'll go with 50 degrees. Seems to have a pretty decent, yeah, pretty decent straight edge on 50 degrees. There we go. So that 50 degrees. Can you just keep going that way? You can, and it won't be too bad if you did. Like that. Now the reason behind that is I need to get to the edges here in order to supply the cars and stuff. Okay, so we can't put monorails on the end here, but we can put monorails on the roads coming off of those, because they're going to need roads coming off of those. And I feel one of the better ways to do that would be to just have the roads set up ready to come across. And where's the monorail will be? So the monorail will be there, there, and probably one here. So if I do that, in the straightest possible road, that's not straight in the slightest, but no one needs to know. So let's have a look at this, right? So a halfway point go there. So the first monorail should be about here minimum. So if we move those monorails up, then we say that's going to be the crossing point for them. We can do that. Now I don't need to get that road up just yet, but that's going to be where monorails will be. So let's do, and then not get you up just yet. Let's move those monorails into their rough positions. There we go, one there. We could put them on this side of the road, I suppose. It wouldn't hurt anything to have them on this side, unless we want to have one up here. Leave it waited for now, we'll discuss that when it comes to time. But now it's the time to put something else down. Now I'm going to keep buying monorails, because it lets me put these guys in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Build the road. The road. Go there, and the next road will be directly after it, there. And then you want to put another monorail down, because, you know, we all want the monorail, everyone knows that. It goes in 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. And then monorail road goes to there. And then, if you can connect to this, please do. Oh, look at that. Yes. And then if you want to have an extra road here, you'd need it to go there, like that. And then if you're going to try and fit in the extra monorail, which I think we are going to do, because it's going to go out here, it won't be here, it'll be further up. So we'll get the idea of how space is going to be. Okay, let's get these roads in, so we can start putting the dividing points of the roads in place. Because we haven't got any dividers yet, and that's a bad idea for roads. They tend to congest if there's no way to get across them. Also, I want to put those monorails in and get them running, but I need to have housing and infrastructure up here. And autosave is kicked in once again. Damn you, autosave. Damn you, why would you be so helpful? And then down here, you just keep going. You're helpful, and there we go. Okay, so they're in place. Now, whether they're going to be on the top or bottom depends entirely if this one can fit on the bottom. It cannot. Or maybe it can. It looks like it might just fit there. Is that 4? It fits there. Okay, all of you move to the bottom end of the spectrum. Because I feel it'll be a nice way to do it. Also have to move them twice because you can't put them in the same-ish place. There we go. And then you go there. And then move to there. Because it just doubles your cost for no reason. And that should be pretty good. Okay. Let's get some divider roads in place for these guys. And then we'll be able to figure out where they're going to connect up next. So the next place for you is going to be around the midpoint, which will be here. And then another one at the end, not at the very end, but about here. So yeah, your midpoint's going to be about there. Now we may need more of these guys, but right this very second we don't know. It depends on how much they cover and how fast they work. Might even put some buses or something in there just to sort of tidy it up. But that being said, I want to have my monorail buildings in the middles of these. Like that. And they're ready. And then over here, we want to have more divided roads going up here. And given the distance, I think we'll do it here. We've got all this area for turnaround space. That should work out fine. There it is. Oh, look at the little blue icon. Boop. 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 I said boop. 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 And a boop. And the monorail buildings. Now, I know that the monorail buildings are expensive. 300 a week for buildings that aren't in use yet. but I feel that it's a useful feature to have. You're wasting money when not using it just yet. That's how government works, right? And put that there. Now that's only temporary. But if we get the monorail, now these are two-way monorail tracks, and they're one-way monorail tracks. And that's monorail tracks on a two-lane road. I don't need a road in that gap, because it's not going to be, to us, it's not going to be doing anything. I don't want houses touching it. So, should we go one-way monorail, just have up and down and up and down? And then so it goes in one loop and goes back on itself? Or should we have a two-way monorail? Now, if we do a two-way monorail, you can't have a vehicle at the same time, can you? So it kind of wouldn't make sense. So a one-way monorail is the place. So you're going to go straight up here and connect to that guy. Boop. I don't know what it tried to do there, but it tried to do something. And then you would go there? Yes, you would go. Oh, do they actually have two-way monorails here? Is it actually like two tracks? Oh! Right, okay, in that case, we'll do two-way monorails. Because I feel having it go in both directions would be useful. I just assumed it wouldn't be able to handle two lots of track. There we go. Okay, that's even better. Because it just means if it'll work, it'll work brilliantly. Here we go. And you got the end one, so we do the U. Boop. I've never actually been on a monorail anywhere that wasn't just like a holiday resort, because a lot of holiday places have monorails going around them, like parks and holiday places, but I've never actually seen a city with one that's like their normal infrastructure. Which means, it's not, obviously it doesn't happen, there are places that do have it, I've just never been to one, so if you know of any of those places, let me know. I'd be interested to know which places have monorails as their standard, like, normal infrastructure. It'd be kind of interesting. So you three do that. I will connect them together in a loop, so you sort of like it'll go wee, boom, and the next one goes boom, and then doom, and we'll set up routes basically. There we go. That's the three in place.